Lawyers, has the opposing counsel ever won the case for you? I was prosecuting this DUI case last year where some guy named Tyler crashed his Honda into a family's parked minivan at like 2 a.m. Pretty straightforward stuff, right? Wrong. Tyler's defense attorney was this hotshot named Rick, who wore $1,000 suits and acted like he owned the courtroom. From day one, Rick kept bragging about how he'd get the case thrown out because no breathalyzer test was done at the scene. No breathalyzer, no proof of intoxication, Rick would say with this smug grin. Case closed. The cops had screwed up the paperwork pretty badly. Tyler refused the breathalyzer, and by the time they got a warrant, he'd sobered up at the hospital. Rick filed motion after motion, demanding dismissal. 3 days before trial, Rick cornered me in the courthouse hallway. "Just drop it now and save everyone time. You've got nothing." I was honestly starting to panic. The family whose car got totaled deserved justice, but Rick wasn't wrong about the evidence being weak. Then I noticed something weird in the witness list. There was this guy named Jordan listed as a witness, but I had no idea who he was or why he mattered. The paperwork was so messy that his contact info was buried on page 47 of some random police report. I called Jordan that night, not expecting much. "Oh yeah, Tyler," Jordan said immediately. "That idiot left me on FaceTime for like 20 minutes after he crashed." My heart stopped. "What do you mean?" "He called me right before the accident, completely wasted. Said he was driving home from some bar. Then I heard this huge crash and he forgot to hang up. I'm an EMT, so I stayed on the line in case someone needed help." "What did you hear?" Tyler slurring his words, telling the cops to F off, bragging about how many beers he'd had. I recorded part of it on my phone because it was so crazy. The day of trial, Rick strutted into court like he'd already won. He wore his most expensive suit and kept checking his Rolex. During opening statements, he actually pointed at me and said, "The prosecution has zero evidence of intoxication. Zero." He spent 20 minutes explaining why breathalyzer tests matter, why field sobriety tests are unreliable, why the case should be dismissed immediately. The judge looked bored. I stayed quiet. Then Rick made his fatal mistake. He got cocky and demanded I present any evidence of intoxication right then and there. "Your Honor, I challenge the prosecution to show one shred of proof that my client was impaired." I stood up slowly. "I called Jordan Martinez to the stand." Rick's face went blank. He clearly had no idea who Jordan was. Jordan walked up, still wearing his EMT uniform from his night shift. Rick kept whispering frantically to Tyler, but Tyler just shrugged. "Jordan, how do you know the defendant? We've been friends since high school. Did you speak with Tyler on the night of the accident?" "Yeah, he FaceTimed me around 1:45 a.m. Rick finally stood up. "Objection? Relevance? Mr. Martinez, what did Tyler tell you during that call?" Jordan looked straight at Tyler. "He said he was blackout drunk and probably shouldn't be driving. Then I heard him crash into something." The courtroom went dead silent. "Did the call end there?" "No, Tyler forgot to hang up. I stayed on the line for about 20 minutes, listening to him argue with the police and paramedics. I played Jordan's recording on my phone." Tyler's voice came through crystal clear, slurring and bragging about drinking 12 beers. Rick's mouth fell open. He kept looking between Tyler and his notes like he'd missed something huge. The judge didn't even send it to the jury. "Guilty on all counts. Mr. Tyler, you'll surrender your license immediately." Rick packed his briefcase without saying a word. Tyler got 2 years and had to pay for the family's new minivan. After court, Rick stopped me in the parking lot. "How long did you know about that witness?" "About 18 hours. He just shook his head and drove off in his BMW.